welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Forgive the inky hands. I have been working on projects, but I've had a lot of questions about my ephemera book here. And I kind of gave you a sneak peek, but I'm just going to show you what it is and how I think the biggest question I've got is, how do I keep my stuff in here? So first, let me show you what my ephemera book is. It's this huge 11 by 14 mixed media book that I picked up at Michael's. I can't tell you if other types of paper will work like this, but I'll tell you what works with this paper here. So I picked up the big 11 by 14 book, and guys, I've almost got it completely full. And so I've got, I kind of have a sort of order, maybe not really. So like in the front, I've got like some of my Tim Holtz type ephemera, and you can see where I've used stuff. You know, the empty spaces here is where I have pulled stuff from it. So I've got a lot of my Tim Holtz ephemera, then I went into my smaller ephemera, then I've got like my flowers. I think I skipped a page there. I did. More flowers, more flowers, more flowers. Then I've got like my butterflies and birds, some of them. And then I have, you can see where I've been using some of them. I used the one that was there. So I've got like my peoples. Y'all can hear my cat. She's letting me know she's ready for some dinner. So there's that. And then I have the Tim Holtz photos. And I got a few pages of those. And I skipped, well, this is just like some little ones. And then these are some of my labels that are in my shop. And that's what we're going to be putting in. We're going to be putting more labels in. So then I went to the back and I started putting like my Christmas ephemera back here. And so we've got Christmas. And guys, this was a ton of ephemera that fit in here. Like a bunch. I was shocked as to how much I was able to get in here. And so then this is like the blue Christmas ephemera. Then I have some fall ephemera. And then these are different like collections of ephemera from like Echo Park and Simple Stories, that kind of stuff. So that's where all of this is. So you can see, and I love the fact that I can just immediately see what I have. It makes it so much easier to use. I cannot tell you how much easier it makes it. So I have got some more of my labels printed out. And so you see, like this, I can just immediately, I know I can get to what I want. So I've got more of my labels printed here. These are some different collections that are in my shop. And I need to get them to where I can see where they're at. And so I am going to show you what I do to put these in the book. I use, and you can use the, what I'm using is the permanent tape glue runner, because that's what I had when I started doing it. And it doesn't matter that that's why I say I can only attest to this paper. I don't know how this would be on other paper, but they come up, you just pull them up and they're fine, and then they stick back down if you need to stick them back down. So it's working great for me. So again, like I said, I can't tell you if this will work the same way on like regular paper or something like that. I can just tell you what is working for me in this book, and that's why this is the book that I would recommend, just simply because I know that this works. I have not used, I did pick up a thing of the repositional repositional glue tape runner. I have not used it because I had so much of this. I may try it just to see what it does, but this is working so good for me that, you know, it's like one of those things, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And so that's kind of where I'm at. So I just try to put them in there just to where I can get a glimpse of what I have, because that's been a lot of my problem with my stuff, is if I can't see it to use it, you know, I'm not going to go digging. I know me too well. It's too much trouble for me to go trying to dig through all of my stuff to see what I have to be able to use it. So all I do, like when I filled the book up, when I originally put all of my ephemera stuff in it, I just got a basket of my ephemera pieces and I sat down on the couch with my husband watching TV, and I just filled it up. And it didn't take me near as long as I thought it would, or maybe it took longer than I thought, but because I was busy, you know, watching TV, I didn't even realize how long it was taking. So it is a little time consuming in the front end, in that, you know, you have to take the time to put all of the ephemera in here. But the thing is, once it's in here, it makes all the difference in the world when you're trying to reach for something, when you're working on a project. So what I do is I just sit down with a basket of, you know, ephemera, and I just take this little glue thing and I just put a little strip of glue on the back of each one. And like I said, I haven't had any problem with it sticking or anything like that. You could see that some of them had, you know, was coming apart onto the other page, and I just simply move them back to where they need to go. But again, I don't know. And I've got a lot of like paper type stickers in here as well, and it seems to work fine on those as well. And you could go through and organize this if you wanted to, but my biggest thing is, like for this, I just need to know where my labels are, so that when I'm trying to pull a label for a project, I can just flip to where all of my labels are at, and I can easily see what I have, and then I'm not having to search through all of my other my bins or baskets, you know, that I was keeping them in. So that's one thing I really like about this. Now you could go with the smaller book of this. They have it in 8.5 by 11. They have it in 9 by 12. They have many different, like you could do one of the smaller ones. I would still do the mixed media one, but you could do one of the smaller ones to have just some little bits of your ephemera, like whenever you needed to go somewhere. You could even take stuff out of your big book and put it into your small book. Because of it having the tape, you can just pick it up and put it right into another book to take with you, so that you wouldn't have to take this whole this big book with you, you know, if you were going like to a retreat, or if you wanted to, say, move from, like, if you were upstairs working in your office and you wanted to go downstairs and you wanted to, you know, have your ephemera with you, you could just grab some ephemera out of the big one, stick it in, you know, just pick it up and stick it into the small one, and then walk downstairs with it. And then when you got done, you could always put it back into the big one if you wanted to. Or if you need certain pieces of ephemera for a certain project that you're working on, you could pull that ephemera out of, you know, your big ephemera book, put it into your smaller book, and then once so that way you're not having to flip through all of the ephemera every time you need to go and pull. And then once that project is done, then all you have to do is you can just take it out of the little one, and then because of it being on the tape like it is, you could just put it right back in here. You know, if you needed, say if you were doing like a Christmas journal, you could get one of the smaller books, and then you could put a bunch of your Christmas ephemera in it. And then when you got done with that, just simply put it right back where it goes in here, and then use that little journal, little book for the, like if you were making the next journal you were doing was, say, a vintage Victorian, or something like that. So this is just a really great idea to, and I've done several different types of ephemera storage books, but my thing is, if I can't see, I'm only going to use really what I can just easily see. And if I can't easily see it, I'm not going to try and find it. Well, okay, let me be honest. A lot of it is if I can't see it, I don't even remember that I have it. Even if it's my own digitals and stuff, if it's not in my face, I don't remember anything at all about it. That's just how my brain operates. And so that's why this system is so good for me, because I can see all of this. And so I will quickly pull from here. In fact, I did I think it may be the next video. It may have already posted. I don't know. But I done some like mixed media envelopes, and I was decorating them for one of the videos, and I was able to just get right in here and pull exactly what I needed. And I'm telling you guys, it made all the difference in the world to just be able to immediately look and see what I wanted and just pull straight from here. So you see, I mean, it really does go kind of quickly, especially, because I don't care, on this, I don't care if it's all green labels on one page or all red labels or all, this, whatever. I'm good with, as long as it's like labels and I know it's labels and I can see it, then I'm good. Now, if I want to, like if I'm sitting there on the couch with my husband and we're watching TV and I'm done putting all my labels in, if I want to go back through and reorganize, I can do that. Like I can say, okay, I want all of my red labels on this page. Well, I can come over here and I can pull up the red labels and just put them right down here on this page. And you see, it's not hurting anything. I can just easily pick it up and move it where I need to move it to. And like I said, this tape is the permanent tape, and I don't know if it's doing it like this because this paper has a texture to it because it is a mixed media paper. So I don't know if that texture is what is keeping, helping keep the tape from sticking these down permanently. I don't know, but all I know is that it works. And as long as it works, I really don't care why. That's just the short of it. As long as it's working for me, I don't care. That's all I need, is I just need it to work. So you can see how many labels, we're not even 15 minutes in, and you see how many labels I've already put down. So what I'm going to do, so that you guys don't have to just sit and listen to me blabber, I am going to speed the rest of the video up, and I'm just going to keep putting these labels down, and then we will come back once I've got them put in, and we'll see how many pages it ended up being in my labels, and we will go from there. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. Okay, guys, and that didn't take long at all, and that was 4 label kits. I think it was like 12 printed pages of labels that fit on these. Well, that includes the other ones here too. So this is a lot of labels, guys. And you see how good it fits in here. So when I'm doing something and I'm working on something, I can easily flip to what I need. I can pull out what I need. If I end up not using it, I can just stick it right back in. So wonderful. And I did not come up with this. I seen this. If I can remember the YouTube channel that I seen this on, I will link it below. If I can't remember it by the time I post this video and I can find it at some other point, I will put it in as a pinned comment or something so that way you guys can go and see the person that I seen do this. But this is just so easy for me. I like the bigger book because it gives me more real estate, basically. You may not want such a big book. You can get the smaller sizes, but like I said, I can't guarantee any of the other types of paper. I do know that this is the mixed media paper, and I know that this works. So that's the only reason why, I would say this one. And a lot of times you can catch these on sale at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, something like that. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Let me know if this is something that you are going to try. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.